Jonathan Taylor. Now we all knew the trade rumors about Jonathan Taylor. They finally gave him a chance to seek a trade, and Jonathan Taylor got some more news today saying that he got till Tuesday. This next Tuesday, not this one that's passed, but next Tuesday, for him a deadline to find a deal. Now, we all know that reported today that they gave you know Jonathan Taylor to seek a trade. This has went south for the Indianapolis Colts. This has went south for Jim Irsay, and it's sour between Jonathan Taylor and his organization. But on Tuesday is that day that teams must trim down a 53-man roster, and Jonathan Taylor's future will be under the spotlight as such as a decision needs to be made as he's on an actively physically unable to perform list. Now, they saying is, I don't know why my eye is acting retarded, but they saying is if they place him on a reserve pulp list, that he would miss at least 4 weeks of the NFL season. If the Colts don't trade him, they'll have to either activate him or take that next step by Tuesday's deadline. So, what teams built to go get Jonathan Taylor right now? But before you answer that question, just want to give the people their numbers. I mean, Jonathan Taylor, who led the league in carries with 332, with rushing of 1,811 rushing yards and 18 touchdowns, and rushing per game 106.5 in 2021. Only reason why he didn't repeat those numbers is because he got hurt last year. So, what teams right now should go after Jonathan Taylor right now, since they got till Tuesday to come to a deadline?
The Texans. I'm sitting here thinking maybe the Vikings. The Patriots could also use somebody.
They signed Zeke, so I wouldn't. I mean, see, that's my thing. There's only one team that you haven't named that needs a running back in the NFL, and that is the Miami Dolphins. I think the Miami Dolphins.
They have running backs. They got two running backs.
They have Wilson and Raheem Moser. That's it. Okay. They don't really have no solidified quality running back like a Jonathan Taylor type. But if you said the Texans, they got the guy Damian. I think his name was Damian Pierce or something like that. The rookie that they got last year that did really well. Minnesota, I like that because I mean, even though the guy Madison,
who's the running back for Denver?
He got hurt too. I forgot his name. It was yeah.
Listen,
what is his name?
I'm just telling you.
He did get hurt. I forgot his name though. But
listen. If there was a Sean Payton move on the table, it's this one.
You think so?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. A running back that can carry the load, catch out of the backfield. Yeah, and isn't Williams there too?
Yeah, that's the guy I was talking about. That got hurt. I don't know if he's healthy right now, but I could look it up real quick. But
who got Jamal Williams?
The New Orleans Saints have Jamal Williams.
Okay. I knew it was one of them Southern teams. That's why I'm sitting here thinking like, hold
on. But as far as Jonathan Taylor goes, Javonte Williams is the running back for the Denver Broncos, and I think he had a good year last year until he got hurt. I don't know if he's hurt this year, but I think he got hurt last year. But it was Javonte Williams. The Bills could use a running back, knowing that they never really use. But I don't like their offense to a point where I wouldn't want him to go to the Bills. But I think Miami is a big need of a running back.
I mean,
and it makes that AFC East even more stacked if you add him, knowing that the Jets just got Dalvin Cook. So bringing Jonathan Taylor over to the AFC East, it will make it very, very competitive. Would you say Baltimore would trade for him?
Yeah, but we don't have the money. That'd be the biggest problem is the money. Now, I mean, granted, if we could get him to come to Baltimore, play this year, and then next year worry about getting paid, then yeah, we'd be off and fucking cooking. But I know he's worried about getting paid.
Yeah, he's worried about getting paid, but I don't really think these running backs is not really trying to reset the market any way. I think they just want that 13, 14, probably 12 to 13, or probably 14 at the most million. But I mean, if you don't have it, then you don't have it. But
Yeah,
Jonathan Taylor's only 24 years old. I mean, that guy still got a lot of left in the tank.
I think if Lamar Jackson was 30 years old, I think we would go. We would be going all out. We'd be going and trying to snatch up a Taylor. We'd be trying to reset and fucking grab a couple more cornerbacks. Like we'd be trading, wheeling, and dealing right now. But because Lamar Jackson's only 25, like or what did he just turn 26?
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what I mean? Like if he's 4 or 5 years older, then yeah, we'd probably be in like win now mode. But because we still got 4 or 5 years, like it's not necessarily win now mode. We're just trying to be competitive so we can win.
Yeah, so I mean, Denver will probably be a spot if Javonte Williams is not 100% healthy. I can see him going there. And Anthony Price said, take a pay cut and go to the Chiefs. You know what? If he wants to win a championship, I think Jonathan Taylor is one of those guys that would do that. He would take a pay cut.
Man,
if he wants to win a championship.
Listen.
But Jonathan Taylor, man, is but this really went sour. We talked about this a couple of months ago, you know, with Jonathan Taylor and the Indianapolis Colts, especially with Jim Irsay coming out and saying what he was saying. And right now, Jonathan Taylor's not happy with this organization. He's just not. So you just might just giving what he wants, but at the same time, what the Colts went back in return, that's going to be the biggest thing, because I feel like they're going to want some first round draft picks, or they're just going to want multiple draft picks. For me, if you are a team out there, you give up some draft picks, but you go get a player as well. Add a player and get some draft swap with that.
I'll give you a 5th round, a 4th round, and Patrick Queen.
I mean, that's if Indianapolis is willing to take that, I say go for it. But from what I'm hearing in a few sources stating that they want at least a first round.
Oh, they're not getting that. They're not getting that. Any team that
right.
That's what I'm saying. Fucking foolish. It's foolish because it's essentially a 1-year rental. Because no matter what, he's going to want to get paid. So no matter what his next stop, if they don't pay him, it's only a 1-year wonder.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying is fuck that. Force the Colts' hand. Cut him. I'll pay him in free agency, but I'm not going to pay you. I'm not going to overpay you for a guy that I'm going to have to turn around and pay again. So I'm going to have to pay you and I got to pay him? No.
I mean, if you're not the Baltimore Ravens and people want to give up a third round, 1 second, 1/3, and 1/4 for him, I don't think the Colts is going to take it. And this is why I feel like Jonathan Taylor is going to stay with the Indianapolis Colts, and he might miss out the first 4 weeks because the demands of what the Indianapolis Colts want as an organization is unrealistic. And I don't think there's a lot of teams out there that's really going to jump the gun and give up a first round pick, especially no matter where their picks are going to be at next season. I'm not giving up my first round picks. If I have multiple first round picks and I have a chance to do that, sure, I can give up one. If I have like 3 first round picks and I can just give up one of those, I'm fine with that. But it really depends on what number that I'm at. If I'm at number 27 in the first round, I can give up 20. I can give up that pick. I'm not giving up a top 10 pick. I'm not giving up a top 15 pick. I'm just not doing that. So if I'm the Indianapolis Colts, you're going to have to meet the demands of the other team of what they want. And you're going to have to understand what Jonathan Taylor wants as well. And he wants out. So you're going to have to find some way and somehow to get him out of Indianapolis and let him be happy and let the other team deal with the antics of him getting a new contract.
The Rams. The Rams have been linked. The Rams have been linked heavy into doing trade.
And it's been 6 teams, but they have not named the 6 teams that was interested, though. That's the thing.
Well, I'm sitting here. I've got 3 articles that I'm sitting here looking at, and 2 of them are in the last 6 hours.
So what teams outside of the Rams do you see there?
I mean, I'm not. I was only looking at the Rams because that was the
Oh,
first
okay.
thing that popped in my head. Because I'm like, man, Cam Akers. You put Taylor in there. That's a fucking hell of a 1-2,
That's a 1-2. I like that.
bro.
Question is,
That's
who's the
literally that's
quarterback?
the fucking straight and a hook. You know what
That
I'm
the question
saying?
is, who's the
Like
quarterback? Is
that ain't
Stafford
no,
gonna be
that's
100%
not a jab
healthy?
in it straight. That's a fucking straight and a hook. That motherfucker. Shit.
But the Rams is a kind of an underrated team that, Cam Akers is a good running back, but to have a 1-2 punch with Taylor and Akers, I like that. And on top of that, my question is how healthy Matthew Stafford is. That's my only biggest problem with the Rams at this point.
Bro, could you imagine, right? Them having 2 running backs on a team that break 1,000 yards? Woo.
See, I did say Miami are cool. I did say that. Anthony Price, I would not say the Chargers because now you have 2 running backs that's looking for contracts, and Austin Eckler and Jonathan Taylor. They're looking for better contracts than what they have now. That's a headache for the Chargers in itself. That's a pure headache. So I wouldn't even do that to myself and even go to the Chargers. But the Chargers is offensively they're good, but I don't think they need it at this point.
All I'm saying is somebody's gonna be pissed. Somebody's gonna be pissed. So my 2 dark horses, right? I'll say the Vikings and I'll say the Cowboys.
Now they talked about that on the Get Up.
Those are my 2 dark horses. Those are my dark horses.
But they talked about him going to the Cowboys. They talked about that. But I mean, of course, Sal Palatino is a guy that is he's predominantly an Eagles reporter for ESPN, basically. But because Sal Palatino said that it'll be the same situation of what you have in Zeke. I completely disagree because Zeke is older than Jonathan Taylor. He's only 24 years old. He's not damn near 30. The guys still have legs. The guys still have wheels. And you still have a lot of uncertainty with Tony Pollard that tore his Achilles at the end of the year. So how 100% healthy he's going to be. But I like the fact that they talked about Dallas because Dallas could definitely be a dark horse, and Jonathan Taylor can be the number 1 there, even though that Tony Pollard is on a franchise tag. I still think Miami is the best fit. It just helps out Tua as a quarterback to hand the ball to Jonathan Taylor and trust him. With that offense, I think is the best fit outside of the Rams.
I hope Boog ain't watching. But fuck that. I do not want to see him go to no motherfucking Miami. Because if Tua's healthy, he's got fucking Waddle, he's got fucking Tyreek Hill, he's got fucking what's his name, Wilson or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and then turn around and have fucking Taylor too. Oh man, fuck that bullshit. I ain't trying to have to fucking defend that shit.
Listen. I had to tell the Raiders fans, like, listen, we're not trading for Jonathan Taylor, bro. We're not doing that. So get it out your heads now. I had to say it on the show last night. Get it out your heads. We're not trading for Jonathan Taylor. We're just not doing it. It doesn't make sense. But just imagine if he stays in the AFC, he goes to that AFC East. I'm telling you right now, that AFC East might be the best division in football on paper until we actually see him physically play. So that's a story in itself. So at the end of the day, Jerry Jones said that he's fine with the running back room. Anthony Price said that he was laughing at it. I found something that they said Miami and the Bears are the front runners. Now, you know what? The Bears wouldn't be that bad with DJ Moore, Justin Fields, Chase Claypool, Cole Kmet, and getting a Jonathan Taylor to go play for the Chicago Bears. I think that would be smart too. So for me, I'll say Miami, I'll say the Rams, and I'll say the Bears. I think those 3 is really good for me when it comes to Jonathan Taylor.
I want the Patriots. Please, fuck, man. I hope the
Why?
fucking
Why are you
Patriots.
so? Why you want him to go to the Patriots so bad? I wonder why. Break it down
Because
to me.
listen. Okay, so it gives Mac Jones another weapon.
True. Yep.
B it gives the Patriots offense under Bill O'Brien the chance to do. They might be the best 1-2 duo in the fucking league this coming year if the Patriots could go get them. Could you imagine? So hear me out, right? So what you do is when you want to run the ball on first down, right? The first time you do it, you give it to Taylor, right? The second time you do it, you get Elliott out there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And every other first down, you sit there and you just swap them. Everything else, you give hot hand. Hot hand takes the ball. But if you rotate it like that, bro, that could be fucking scary, man. Especially if Elliott is good for them, bro. He's a downhill runner. If you pull that guard and let him literally shoot that first gap and go, bro, that's what he thrives on. Cut and go. Like I'm just saying this mainly because that Bill O'Brien's going to pull that off with the Patriots offensive line. They run a great zone blocking scheme, and that's exactly what you need. You need guys who are agile, who can literally, you find the block, boom, and go. You create the hole. He cuts up the hole. Now you put Taylor with that speed and those cuts and those openings. Whoo!
You might have something there, man.
You might. I mean, again, that's what I'm saying. And then even in short yard situations, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, if you know, like, look, I need 2.5 yards for that first down.
Right.
And Elliott is back on his shit. I think he would be a great power back. Like, bro, I don't need you to try to be a home run hitter. I need you to get these yards. It's called moving the chains. And that's exactly how I think that's how Belichick's going to use him. He's going to be a bell cow.